Okay, so I currently have a subset of Venice on the map, and I want to create a multi-patch to show these buildings at a height in a local scene. So I want to go ahead and in the properties, make sure what I have here, and I can see that it is a simple polygon feature class in my file geodatabase. And I also know that they have a projection. I go ahead and go into my elevation, and it looks like they already have some sort of 3D attributes in them, considering that I can show them at different heights. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And then I want to check the attribute table, make sure that there's a height field with height information on these buildings. Doesn't look like these are in feet. It looks like they are in meters. But first thing I'm going to want to do is use my feature to 3D by attribute tool to convert these 2D polygons to 3D. So I'm going to go ahead and select my features. I'm going to rename this so it's a little more descriptive. And I'm going to choose my height field, recognizing that this to height field is optional and typically used for line features, so I'm not going to populate that parameter. I'm going to go ahead and click run, and then it's going to go ahead and convert my features to 3D. And then I know that this is true because if I go ahead and convert my map to a local scene, it will show me that the structures that I just created using this tool is in my 3D layers, whereas my structures of Venice, the original data set, is in 2D. So although they're 3D, I don't necessarily see, I'm going to turn this off so we can just focus on the 3D layer. I don't see my buildings extruded. So I'm going to go ahead and double check my properties, make sure that my elevation is set. I'm going to go ahead and click apply. And it's still drawing, so I'm going to give it a second. Oops, and click OK. They're still not extruded, which is okay because I'm going to go to my feature layer. I'm going to say I want it at my absolute height, and I'm going to give it that height field so it knows how big to make the building. And I can see now that my buildings are extruded here, and they are to my liking. So this is what I wanted. Now I'm going to go ahead and convert this to a multi-patch because it's still showing up as a simple polygon. Oops. And I'm going to go use my layer 3D to a feature class tool. Gonna use the one that I just extruded as it's already showing as extruded, give it a more descriptive name. And that should be it. So I'm going to go ahead and let that run. I can see it already has a different symbology. So I'm going to turn this off, and I can see now that my layer is now multi-patch. So I can also go ahead and see that here in my attribute, my file geodatabase, that my multi-patch has a different icon. So although it says in the properties that it is a file geodatabase feature class, I know that it is a multi-patch given that this icon is shown as a 3D and my other icons are shown as 2D simple polygons. Now that should, if I open this into a new local scene, it should always open up with that extrusion already available. And we'll go ahead and turn off these buildings, trees, not to distract ourselves here. And voila.